Boy, this really does embody leftists and how they feel about you and the regular people. I'm about to show you something, and I'm not going to give you a cringe warning. It's not cringy in the sense that it's tough to watch. It's like, they say the quiet parts out loud, and then you're like having to think to yourself, like, did this idiot really say this? And yes, they actually did say this, and they say far worse, and they probably think far worse. These people don't like you. They want you broke. Some of them want you dead, but ultimately they do not care how much you suffer as long as it means advancing their ideological causes. Let's continue on. We're going to listen to, of course, BSNBC, and let's listen to what they have to say and what they're talking about here.
Where we are right now?
I'm just going to say this, and if I get banged for it, I don't care. There's a great deal of Americans where it is uncomfortable that they're spending more, but they are not going to go under. You got to stop complaining when there's so many people who literally the inflation rate means they may only have 2 meals instead of 3. There are Americans who did extremely well in the last 2 years in the market. You still have your job. And yeah, it's costing you more for gas, but guess what? You're still going to take that holiday, that 4th of July vacation. You can still eat out.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to need you to calm down and back off, because it feeds into this fear, and then this fear feeds into people making decisions that creates the very thing that they're fearful of.
Where we are right now?
All right. So she's basically victim blaming. That's what she did. She basically just victim blamed, where she's like, shut up and take it. You still alive. You know what I mean? It's the old what my mom used to say. It's basically what she used to say when, like, I wouldn't eat all my food or something. She'd say, people in Mississippi starving. I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with us, Ma? But yeah, that's that type of situation. But it's on a much larger scale, and it's like, what are you talking about? This inflation issue is a real issue that is dinging people from all economic classes, because that's how money works. Yes. Is it going to manifest itself to something that is more severe depending on where you align yourself economically, or not where you align yourself, where you just have been aligned, depending on your job or how much income that you're bringing in? Yeah, of course, that could be said for really anything. But she's just writing it off like, well, you still eating, so you fine. Like, what? You still got a vacation, so I need you to chill out. And she had another work a net too while she was saying it. So y'all chill out and we're like, wait a minute. See, one day y'all are going to understand. There's so many folks that have been indoctrinated. And this is not necessarily a side note, but it's a point that needs to be made, because a lot of people are normies when it comes to like politics per se. So they look at it like they have been indoctrinated to believe that the government and its job is like something that it actually has never been, but it's been presented as if you, I don't know, grew up in the public school education system, or whatever it is that you are part of, where you think that the government is there to save you per se. And many people have ran over the years on exactly that they're going to use the state's power to save you, even if it means saving you from yourself. But the issue of inflation is something that is, I'm not going to let people that vote certainly off the hook, because, again, a lot of y'all are the ones that play the musical chairs, and people like myself that know it for what it is, we get impacted by it. So when you go vote for some clown that votes for some $1 trillion worth of spending bills, and they tell you each fiscal year that they're knowingly going to deficit spend. The money is not there. They're telling you that they don't got the money, yet they're still going to spend it. In addition to, though, this is more of the Federal Reserve in combination with the Treasury are printing money endlessly, and they are devaluing said money that you utilize because of that combination, right? But you guys you're not going to be absolved from this. A lot of y'all participate in the charade and got us into this mess. And I think people should be held liable for it, even if it is because you're ignorant. But the elite specifically, they feel this pain the less. I'm feeling it even as a business owner and as a guy that is about to own already owns his business, but about to launch another business. I'm launching it in probably the worst time that I should ever launch it. You don't think this stuff, definitely with the supply chain, and I'm not talking about the issues like of shortages. I'm talking about just a straight up cost. What do you think that gets impacted? I have a warehouse that I'm building. We have racking systems. We have shelving and all that requires certain stuff that has gone up, steel, various other sorts of different products that cost a lot more, and I'm spending a lot more because of this inflationary issue. The thing that y'all said was temporary, a transition. That's what they said. It was going to just more so be a transition, which no, this is something that you're going to feel. They said it was 8.6, 8.7%. No, it ain't. I can tell you that's a lie. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. And they still don't get it. These Keynesians still do not get it. They still do not get it. They still will spend money that they advocate that the government spends money that they don't have. And these are the people that they put out there that are basically funneling information to the rest of the population from the elites. And that's the corporate press. Okay. They're telling you basically to suck it up. Shut up and take it. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you're spending more money. Yeah, you got certainly less disposable income. And yes, that's impacting your economy in more ways than one, but you need to chill out. You're not going to go under. Like, imagine being that out of touch. But this is how the elites operate. Really what she's scared of is when she talks about y'all need to chill out, what she knows that there are people that are paying attention to what's happening. People that are, I don't want to say waking up because a lot of them are still in a coma, but they, showing some signs of life. The minute that the people get it, what's actually happening, of course, their reign is over with. And even with this midterm charade that is popping up, that I think is going to have its own set of ramifications because of you guys' voting habits. Okay, and also voting has consequences, does it not? And you're seeing certainly those depending on what way that you go. But the elites don't care about you. This is how they really feel about you. Well, you know that. You knew the elites don't care about you, but I know a lot of y'all got normie friends who look to these guys as the upper echelon of society. The hilarious thing, and I know it's different when you're talking to a more sophisticated audience, though they like to think that we're the dumb ones. No, they're the stupid ones, because there are people that will not believe something unless it comes through MSNBC, CNN, or something of that nature. I know it's hard to believe, but there's a lot of normies that if it didn't get covered by them, it doesn't exist. Like it never happened. CNN didn't cover the story, it didn't happen. It's fake news. There's a lot of people out there like that, and these people fucking suck, but it is what it is. So I encourage you, if nothing else, to take note of this or make note of this and look at these economic elites and the propagandists. And as they become more desperate because it's becoming more of a reality, they're going to ramp up their rhetoric. And you should pay attention to it and listen to what it is that they're saying, because they're getting more and more bold, because they're getting more and more desperate. And they're saying what generally will be talked around. She even set it up saying, I don't care if I get dinged by it. I'm going to tell you this. You need to chill out. Shut up. Yeah, sure, you're broke. Who cares? Shut up. It's like, wow, bro. That's how you really feel. Yeah, that's how they really feel. You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Cannon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.